This is a tribute to my friend Tom Ayres. He was a manager to the great singer by the name of GENE VINCENT. He did a lot of other things too. We'll review that in a minute. Tom gave me the last plane ticket that GENE VINCENT used on February 10th, 1971 when he left London to go to Los Angeles. I have it right here. There I am paying tribute to GENE VINCENT up in Newhall, California. His real name was Vincent Eugene Craddock. We're going to go over and show you a picture of Tom Ayres with GENE VINCENT. There's GENE VINCENT there. Now, if you don't know who that is, GENE VINCENT, let me show you some pictures of him. You might recognize him there. He was a singer. Well, BOP A LULA. He sang that song. That was his biggest hit. Came out in 1956. Elvis's mother thought it was him. Called up Elvis when Elvis was on the road. Honey, you got a new song out. He said, that ain't my song, Mama. That's some boy named GENE VINCENT. And GENE VINCENT knew Tom Ayres very well. They got along very well. But I'll tell you about this ticket. I was given this ticket. Pan Am doesn't exist anymore. But let's go over some of the letters that Tom Ayres wrote to me over the years. Okay, here's one. And it's to me when I was in Los Angeles. From Tom Ayres at 112 Lake Street, Oil City, Louisiana, 71061. And here it is. He says, all these things. We're going to freeze frame this. If you want to watch this completely, just freeze frame the actual letter. Freeze frame it. You know, when you're looking at it. He's got a ton of players here that would play with me. This is down in Oil City. That was in 93. I finally did go down there in 94. But he was always writing to me, as you can see, no matter where I was at. In Queens, New York, I was out in Los Angeles. Let me know. And here he is explaining again what he's going to do. He's going to have all these musicians for me. And he did. I went down and played some down there. He had a mother, Bonnie, who was ailing at the time. I don't think she's still alive. I think she passed away in 2006. Here I am, Whitestone. He's still writing to me in Whitestone, Queens. Let's see what this one says here. October 24th, 93. Okay, what is he doing here? He has musicians that could back me up to play like Django Venuti, Eddie Lang. Real players are all working. He wants to know if I could come down there. That one's from October 29, 1993. October 24th, he wrote the letter. All right, so one other letter here. February 7th, 1996. Look what he writes here. He writes something about Happy New Year, good to see you, CD and letter. Tom Ayres was a great guy, I'm telling you. He managed a lot of people. He had to do with a lot of, you know, rock and roll in his life. He worked for Hanna-Barbera, the Flintstones, everything, you know. He was a Korean War veteran. He had a lot to do with the blues and the rockabilly down in the southern area of New York, Louisiana. He was born in Sabine County, Sabine Parish of Louisiana. And he always kept in touch. There's his phone number. I got to call his son Billy soon and send him these letters. I want him to have these letters because these are very special letters that should be shared with his family, you know, because I want them to see these things. I just don't want these letters to dissipate in time. They'll be on the internet. But the thing is, we're going to keep an eye on these things. We're going to make sure that these things are preserved, put it back in their right envelopes. And we're going to make sure that people see that Tom Ayres was a good man. He did good things for a lot of people. Unfortunately, he died May 31st, 2000. That's 20 years ago. W.T. Eason was a friend of his. Played the guitar. I stayed with W.T. Eason. I met Danny Wilder. Children of Huddy Ledbetter. But here we have an assembly of a lot of things here, and I want to bring your attention to this. That when he died, I didn't know about it. I got a letter from his son, who lived on the same street as him, and it said, you know, he had passed away. And Joe, sorry to tell you that Dad has died May 31st, 2000. The truth is, it was a weak heart. Grandma Bonnie is living with us. I said before, he had a mother, Bonnie, so this is the grandmother to the son. He didn't know how to get in touch with you, but this is what happens, you know, when you can't keep in touch with people for a while. Tom Ayres, man. We did a session at BARNUM Studios in Hollywood, 1981, July. And did a lot of songs there that time, you know. Whole bunch of songs. But a lot of things here you're going to see. You're going to see in this video. You're going to see me explaining things here. Just read along here. Music producer Tom Ayres dies. North Louisiana native credited with bringing rocker David Bowie to RCA Records. He did do that. Yes, he did. He did do that. He is credited for doing that. That's why the world knows of David Bowie from Mr. Tom Ayres. Otherwise, he would have had a record deal out of England. He probably wouldn't have went over as big. He was 66. My God, I'm 67 now. I visited him in January of 1994. I stayed with both him and his mother at his mother's place. Bonnie, she let me stay with her 1 week with Tom, and then I gave Tom a break. And then I stayed with the mother, Bonnie. Bonnie was really good and very nice lady, very nice lady. She was in bed, she was sick, and the stuff was she couldn't get up out of bed, so I went shopping for her a bunch of times, and I made sure that she was in good shape and good health, and nothing happened to her, Tom. So you remember that when you're up there in heaven looking down here, you'll know that I took care of your mom in those 2 weeks that I stayed with you. 1 week with you and 1 week with Mom. And it was a very, very good time in my life to be with the Ayres family. And I'm going to call your son soon. I'm going to make sure that everything is okay and he'll accept these letters, because I want him to have these letters. I want him to have all these letters. God bless him. God bless you. God bless Gene Vincent. Signing off on 16th of June 2020. Joe Nania, Hollywood Joe.